Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to take a moment and share on Facebook. Okay, I'm sharing on Facebook. Okay, so you girls ready?
Yes.
Okay, Alexa,
Yes.
are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me get a little bit more light. Yes, it's not much, but I guess it'll do. Let me move over. Okay. Um, Good afternoon, everyone. The reason for my live today, I am introducing a new brand, which is called Lunacorn Unicorn. And I'm with a couple of my students. I've spoke with their parents beforehand about this. When I started this project, I was apprehensive. I was like, no one's gonna really, you know, look at a Lunacorn unicorn. So I asked my students. I showed them a picture of Lunacorn Unicorn, and I, told them the whole concept and idea. And they were like, oh, Miss Munoz, this is so cool. This is beautiful. And I was like, are you serious? You actually think your parents will buy this, or do you believe what this is about? And it was like, yes. So a little background, and I'm not going to delve into much to it, but Lunacorn Unicorn is about uplifting and supporting um, children. Um, I'll save the rest of that for another conversation. But what I want to do is just to provide everyone with an idea of who Lunacorn Unicorn is. So my students, they're going to interview me today, so that way I can answer questions that I've been receiving from a lot of my Facebook friends and Instagram friends. It's like, what is a Lunacorn Unicorn? What are you talking about? What is that? What is that? And I would just tell them, okay, you have to just wait for um, the launch of Lunacorn Unicorn. So, who's doing question one? Who was question one?
Me. Me.
Okay, E-Dream. Oh, let me introduce. I have E-Dream. She is now a sixth grader. She was previously my fifth grade student. And I have Alexa, who is currently my fifth grade student. I have them off camera because, they're and I told their parents that they didn't have to be on camera, but they still wanted to participate. So that's a good thing. Okay, go ahead with the first question.
Who is a Lunacorn Unicorn?
Okay, who is Lunacorn Unicorn? She's a unicorn with locks and coarse hair. Her afro puffs. She has 4C afro puffs. Like we do. We have coarse hair. People of color. We have coarse hair. We wear our hair in locks. Well, for me, I have my hair in braids. I guess you could say French braids. So that's what I'm wearing. But Lunacorn Unicorn does also. Okay. And She's a brown unicorn. Um, I went to one of the stores a couple of weeks back, probably about a month ago. Actually, no, I go to the workshop on a regular basis, but I noticed that there are no unicorns that, were brown skinned unicorns. So that was some of the, inspiration behind Lunacorn Unicorn. So once you see her, you'll love her. Okay. Go ahead with the next question.
Where did she come from?
Where did she come from? Okay. Now, do you want to know where Lunacorn Unicorn came from, or where did the idea of Lunacorn Unicorn come from?
I would like to know both.
Oh, okay. We'll go with both. So I'm going to start with the idea first. Um, Lunacorn Unicorn, the name came from my granddaughter. Her name is Luna. And so I have always liked unicorns, and Luna loves unicorns. For her birthday, we decorated the house with unicorns and bubbles and, things like that. And so the name, I said, Lunacorn. Lunacorn. I was like, yeah, Lunacorn. Lunacorn, unicorn. So the name plays off each other. If you see how the spelling of the name is, you'll see Lunacorn, unicorn instead of unicorn, you and I. Okay. So that's where I got the name from. And it's so funny on Facebook. You guys don't have Facebook, but for the individuals that are watching from Facebook, Facebook brings up like memories from like years ago, a year ago, years ago. And it's so interesting. This week, I looked at my memories on Facebook, and I had a memory that, let me go to it. I'm going to bring it up. I had a memory. Let's see. There we go. This is one of my memories from Facebook. And I posted that I had a huge idea. And it's really, I didn't know if I was going to explode or implode, but I have some idea to do something different, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And I received a reply back from one of my Facebook friends, and she gave me she spoke to me, and she said that, when she reads through Facebook at night, she never sees anything worth looking at. But looking at this post, this is her exact quote. Sometimes late at night, scroll Facebook and actually read something that's worthy. Thanks. And I replied back to her, I have so much on my mind right now. That's not a bad thing. I feel like I'm going to implode or explode. And then another person also responded, calm down, things will work out. And this whole Lunacorn Unicorn idea was on my mind, and I wasn't sure about how I should go about it. So that's how I came up with the whole Lunacorn Unicorn. And, and I wanted her to look like me. I wanted the whole concept. I'm not going to share the entire concept, but, things just slowly, came to me over time. I really do think the spirit was speaking to me about this, because it's such a positive brand, not just a brand, a movement. So that's the idea of Lunacorn Unicorn. Now, the actual Lunacorn Unicorn, the character, the unicorn, legend has it that Lunacorn fell from the moon, where she draws her powers. So once you see Lunacorn Unicorn, it's not just in her name, but it's on her body, the moon. Um, that was just one idea. I also had the idea of, she's being raised by her Nana. So there's different ideas of where Lunacorn Unicorn came from. So at this point, we don't really know. We have different legends, and different people say different things. So we'll just have to see where exactly Lunacorn Unicorn comes from. So does that answer your question? You there?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Idreen.
No problem.
Okay, next question.
What does she do?
Okay. What does Lunacorn Unicorn do? That's a very good question. Um, Lunacorn Unicorn. Hmm. She encourages children. Okay. She encourages children. So when you see Lunacorn Unicorn on a t-shirt, young children will be inspired. She inspires children of all colors. Um, yeah, she's an inspiration. It's more to it, but you know, that's for another day and a different conversation. So yeah, for now, she encourages young children. She inspires them. So when they see Lunacorn Unicorn, they know that they'll be able to persevere through whatever challenges that they have been met with. So yeah, Lunacorn Unicorn is an inspiration. So does that answer your question, Alexa?
Yes, it does.
Okay, great. Okay, next question.
Why did you choose this day?
Why did I choose this day to launch my brand? That's another good question. The reason I chose this day, so when I was coming up with the idea of Lunacorn Unicorn, coming up with her character, I did a lot of research. I researched unicorns. I researched, it was just a lot of research that I wanted to have the information about building my brand and understanding Lunacorn Unicorn, and making sure that I provide her with a stable foundation. And so through the research, I learned that April 9th is Unicorn Day. Who knew? I had no. Did any of you guys know that April 9th was Unicorn Day? I never heard
I
of
had
that.
no
Did you?
idea.
Neither did I.
Me
Alexa, what about
either.
you? I
I
I had no
had
idea. Unicorn Day, really? And this has been around for years. So through research about unicorns, I was like, what? I was like, no. So I went to different websites, and sure enough, April 9th is Unicorn Day. So I said, April 9th will be Lunacorn Unicorn's birthday. But prior to that, um, I was deciding on how to actually launch the idea before I provided everyone with a visual of Lunacorn Unicorn. So on March 11th, which, everything was falling into place because I was going crazy. I was like, so should I launch the idea or should I launch the concept? I was just back and forth, grappling with how I was going to roll this out. And so the perfect day was March 11th. That's when I rolled out my video of hashtag Lunacorn Unicorn and saying something positive. Um, and the perfect day for providing everyone with the video was because March 11th was Social Emotional Learning Day. And what better day to launch a brand that is about the social and emotional awareness of, who we are, how we determine, the skills that we need to provide that understanding of who we are and how we build relationships with others, and being able to advocate for ourselves and mental health, and developing those skills. So social emotional learning I felt was the perfect day to launch the hashtag Lunacorn Unicorn, which was an awareness of being able to, speak positivity to yourself and to others. So it was basically when you are speaking about Lunacorn Unicorn, you we want to say something nice to someone or to yourself. Next, so that's why I chose this day, because today is Lunacorn Unicorn Day.
That is extremely cool.
Okay. So go ahead and you can ask me the last question. I think I lost Alexa.
The last question is, what happens today?
Okay. So today, I introduced the Lunacorn Unacorn brand to the world. Everyone gets to see. Everyone gets to. Everyone gets to see Lunacorn Unicorn, and today, Lunacorn Unicorn is a T-shirt. So tomorrow, the possibilities are endless for Lunacorn Unicorn. So she's a brand, she's a trademark, she's an LLC. So, that's a lot of adult talk. My lawyers took care of all of that. So that's just, wanted to put that out there. So Lunacorn Unicorn, she's not just a brand, she's a movement, so I want children to know, even adults are going to want to wear these t-shirts. Lunacorn is about speaking kindly to yourself and speaking kindly to others. Okay, be kind and speak kindly. So yeah, so right now what I'm going to do is there on the screen there I showed a little bit of Lunacorn Unicorn. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show everyone Lunacorn Unicorn, and you guys have to tell me what you think about Lunacorn Unicorn. See, she is a brown unicorn with locks and afro puffs. Isn't she beautiful? Can you guys see her?
Yes.
Yes.
See? Yeah, see. And these are the t-shirts. So this is Lunacorn. This is her moon, because remember, she's powered by the moon and her positivity. And she has a moon on her necklace, and she has a moon for an earring, which she also has. Yeah, see, I don't have a moon yet. So yeah, this is Lunacorn Unicorn. And I on a shirt. with Lunacorn. That's my bottle of water. So this is Lunacorn Unicorn. Okay, so let's move my hair out of the way. So yeah, this is Lunacorn Unicorn, and I'm gonna post up a picture of her online also. So when you go to my webpage, you'll see pictures of Lunacorn Unicorn. So when you saw Lunacorn Unicorn, and you'll be able to see it. Can you see it in the corner screen?
Yes.
Of
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So when you saw Lunacorn Unicorn, what what came to mind? We can start with Alexa and then we'll come to eDream.
What I thought of mine was that she's beautiful. She can overcome and she can teach children how to spread positivity, and that you can spread positivity without being able to be stopped by not being able to be spreading positivity.
Oh my. Now let me let you guys know this in the audience who's listening. I did not tell her to say that. This is what she felt when she saw Lunacorn Unicorn. I did not tell her this. Okay, Alexa, I love it. Yes. Oh my
Thank you.
gosh. I'm so happy you felt that way. Thank you. Edream, when
You're
you saw
welcome.
Lunacorn Unicorn, what do
When
you
I
think?
first physically seen Lunacorn Unicorn, like not
Yes.
based off the information,
No, when you just saw her.
I immediately thought she looks like us. She's different. She stands out, and I really like that about it. Like I feel as though she can fit if she wanted to. She could fit into, oh, I'm still a unicorn category. But she's more than just a unicorn. She's,
You're gonna have me tearing up.
how would I put this? She is different. Like that's really like she's different. Like she's I feel like she brings more into like the unicorn category. Like yeah, I really like that.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my gosh. And that oh wow. I'm choked up. This brand like it it means so much. Prior to my Lunacorn Unicorn brand, I have a brand of t-shirts, and it's someone, not me, empower tees. And it has a lot of slogans that people have said. Someone has said them, not necessarily me. I didn't create them, but someone has said them. But, that whole brand was about moms and caregivers and sports moms and teachers being able to speak life into ourselves, because we have to pour so much into others, and we have to be able to speak lives into ourselves so that we can continue, because if you're an empty cup, it's difficult to fill someone else's cup. And so I've been on this journey of wanting to speak life into others, because so it is so important. It is so important. And then Lunacorn Unicorn came to me, and I just wanted children, because I teach in, for those of you who don't know, I'm not going to go into detail, but I teach in Inglewood, and my students they are such great scholars. And sometimes the world does not see them. And when I created Lunacorn Unicorn, I wanted my students, other students of color, to, be able to look at a character and just be inspired by that character. Not, not saying that my scholars or children of color, we look like a horse. That's absolutely not what I'm saying. So let me clear that up. But to have a character that has locks and coarse hair and afro puffs, this is something that is really, really special. It's really special to me. And to have my students to see this and to understand this, like you guys get it. Um, you get it. Lunacorn Unicorn is about encouraging each other, and you guys, you're in my classrooms, and you know how I am about affirmations. You know how I am about speaking life into each other. So I want to thank you guys so much for helping me to launch Lunacorn Unicorn. I was so nervous, but then I had to speak life into myself and let myself know, you know what? You've prepared for this. It's going to go, everything is going to go according to plan, and you're going to do okay. And I want to thank you, young ladies, for acknowledging Lunacorn Unicorn. Thank you. I was asking you questions, like, would you actually like this? Is this? And, I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this launch. And yeah, I've now introduced Lunacorn Unicorn to the world. So now I can start posting her picture up. And when you have something positive to say, whether it's on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media, always include the hashtag Lunacorn Unicorn so that the world can know to be kind and speak kindly to yourself and others. So thank you. And thank everyone for tuning in to the launch of Lunacorn Unicorn. Thank you so much.